Welcome to Profound Frivolity. We're your hosts, Dustin,
Oren,
and Gray.
And in this podcast, we're going to be telling stories that you didn't know you wanted to hear.
So grab a drink.
And some good and plenty.
Because this is Profound Frivolity. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Profound Frivolity.
Yeah. Today we have a guest.
That was the most unenthusiastic intro ever.
I feel like they're never enthusiastic sounding, though.
No, well, there are more than that.
Oh, we have a guest today. Her name is Emmy. Say hello, Emmy.
Hi.
Hi, Emmy.
That's Emmy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Good choice.
That's a good one.
Ice cream.
Vanilla. Ew.
Good.
Did you say ew? No.
What about favorite brand of ice cream?
Oh,
Bluebell.
Bluebell?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was right.
Is
What
there
about
any other brand?
favorite brand of clothing?
Nike.
Okay. That's
That's
We,
wrong.
we lost our list of questions to ask
what's it
guests.
called?
Not that we've ever
Off-white.
done it before.
Oh, Supreme.
No.
Gucci. Louis Vuitton.
If you were gonna start a
Adidas?
conspiracy, what would it be?
Or
The dinosaurs are aliens. Thank you. That's
No.
the best one.
What,
Anyway.
that doesn't make any sense.
No, we're the aliens and we killed them in our rocket ship.
That midgets don't exist, there's just giants.
No, guys, dinosaurs never exist. Midgets don't exist. We're just giants. That's a good one.
So
Are you
they're the normal ones. We're the abnormal
we're-
ones.
Well, no, we
Like,
are.
am
But
I-
Emmy is, she's,
I'm
she's
living.
the
I'm
normal
living
one.
regular.
Are you
over
supposed
Vertically
to call,
challenged.
Are you supposed
here.
to
Being challenging about
call
my
people with
work.
dwarfism midgets, or is that not okay?
I
I've heard
think
it
that
isn't.
might be not okay.
People with dwarfism, do you call them dwarfs?
Yes.
I don't
Sorry.
say that because Matthew went by midget Matthew. I can't,
Midget
and
Matthew?
he's taller than me.
Yeah, Matthew isn't, like, short. I mean,
Anyway.
like, a lot, you know. Yeah. So,
Let's keep
like, a while back on our Discord, you guys wanted us to, like, ask our guests the questions. And then we were like, yeah, that's a great idea, and then we never did it. So that's what we're trying to do here. Also, this guest, Emmy, was not actually supposed to be our guest.
I just snuck in.
Yeah, we don't actually know
We
who
found
this
her
is.
off the side of the road again.
Again?
Well, because we said it last time about Aaron, I think.
So we were gonna have someone else on, but they couldn't do it at like the last second. So we were like, okay, that's fine. We'll record by ourselves and just do a camp
But then
episode.
Emmy showed up. She just
Ta-da.
wandered in
She
here.
just wandered in our backyard. We were like, hey, we saw you at camp.
No, but she literally just randomly knocked on your guys' door.
Yeah.
no,
No.
it was planned. Kind
Yeah.
of.
Well, to
Sort-
you, it was random.
Yeah, but
to
I
me
knew
it was.
I didn't
random.
have all the
I got a
context.
call earlier today, and
It was like
and we were
30
like, okay,
minutes
cool.
before I came.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm coming.
So
Hello.
and now we're doing this.
Yes.
And our guest will the one that we've been talking about for a while will be on eventually, but their appearance is being postponed currently. So
Is it Mr. President?
it is the Mr. President.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes. He's obviously not the actual president.
No,
He just
it's
has a
Because
cool
we're
name.
teenagers in a shed. You know, that'd be kind of...
What do you mean? It's obviously the
That'd be
president.
dangerous.
Soda!
What?
Have you not seen that video? Okay, never mind then. It's just President Biden yelling, "Soda!"
Oh.
Soda.
It's-
Have you seen that thing? It's Bernie Sanders. He's going. It's an edited clip. He goes, "America has had enough women," and then they like photoshopped an explosion of the building he was in, and then it just all blows up.
Did they
It
just
was-
cut it early?
Yeah. Because it was like enough of like I don't know women being suppressed or women. I don't know what the point of the speech was, but it's probably like equal rights. But he just goes, America has had enough women.
Anyway,
Second
it was
camp
funny.
episode. And at the
Camp
end of
2,
the...
Electric
Yes.
Boogaloo.
No.
Well,
Yes.
technically this is our third camp episode, but the first
Yes.
one was like a year ago.
Yes,
So,
this is the
What is
second
that?
of the second. Yes.
part, but it's also just part 3 of the
That
whole
too.
camp series.
of the saga. Or
It's very
whatever.
confusing, but the stories are still...
It's not that confusing. Anyway, last episode, we kind of cut off at a cliffhanger for
Yes.
no reason. And so if you're on the edge of your seat about what was screaming at me at 2 in the morning, oh, wait, no, 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning? That's not even in the... Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I was...
4 a.m.
I know.
4 in the afternoon.
At that point, it's like, might as well, because you're not getting any sleep at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, except the little doses. Little dozing off in the chair.
It takes me like 2 hours to fall asleep, so by that time it'd be like 6, and then I just get up anyway.
Me too.
That makes sense, but...
Unless you took like 5 melatonin. But
Just
then they
popping
wouldn't be able to
melatonin
wake me
gummies.
up. Melatonin gummy bears.
Okay, so I was, on the balcony being screamed at by something. I say something and not someone because it was not a human. I can tell from the gurgliness or something. It was gross. It was creepy.
It was a skinwalker.
I didn't actually ever find out what it was, ever, until somebody was like, oh yeah, there are deer around here that scream at things.
They just walk up to a tree.
Hi!
And what do you mean?
Is there, okay, I got a question. Is there anything that, like, specifically provokes it? Like, do they get scared, or, like, are they peeing?
It's like they're
or,
calling.
Like,
It's
are
like
they, like, is it like a mating call?
yeah, and it's like when birds chirp, it's like they're like.
Well, they talk. That was actually not that bad.
The deer are chirping.
Yeah, okay, wait. I actually found something that was very interesting a couple days ago. I went
Did I have
outside.
to do deer?
What?
Birds?
It has to do with birds.
Oh, okay.
I went outside and I heard a parrot chirping. Like parrot noises. Like, not just normal, like, Texas wildlife birds. But it was like, it literally sounded like a parrot. And I was
What
like,
does yours sound like?
a parrot? Okay, we were so sidetracked. A parrot? I'm not gonna do a parrot impression.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Let me just
No,
pull
no,
up a
no.
parrot.
Well, while you're looking that up,
Sound like...
I also want to say that before I went to bed, from the balcony at 4:30 in the morning, I have to say that during the entire time I was up on the balcony,
A parrot noise?
That's
That is not what a parrot sounds
Bruh,
like.
sounds like
It's like a seagull. Anyway,
squishy.
it sounded like a parrot, and it wasn't a parrot. It was a bird that was like making parrot noises. And it was-
bird.
Maybe
No.
it was just a bird.
Well, yeah. No, but I am telling you, I know what birds sound like,
Do
and I
it,
know
prove
what
it.
parrots sound like.
Guys, he knows what birds sound like. Come on.
It was making like human noises. Like,
What
like
kind of
a-
parrots are you hearing?
It's
Like-
probably a crow.
it wasn't a crow because I saw the bird. It was a little like mockingbird, and it was up in the trees, and it was like flying up and then flying back down, and like
Oh my
literally like
God.
flapping
Up
around.
and down.
It was cool, and it was making like human. It sounded like a parrot had heard a human and was mimicking the human,
Was it a
but then
human?
it wasn't a parrot.
Ah!
So, yeah, I don't know why I included that, but it was cool.
Yeah,
Because
I just recently went to a zoo and there was a crow in a cage. I walk up to the. I mean, is it weird to like say hi to animals? Because I do that
No.
every time.
no,
Okay.
I talked to my.
So
dog.
I walk up to the cage or whatever, the enclosure, and I'm like, hi. And he goes, hi. And I'm like, and I got this on video, too. I, like, scream. And my brother's like, what? And I'm like, he just said hi to me. He's like, he's a crow. And I'm like, okay, and?
Crows are like parrots.
They really are.
They're
Yeah.
so
They're
big.
emo
super
parrots.
creepy. It was like,
You know the movie Maleficent?
Yeah.
You know how there's that crow that talks?
Mm-hmm.
That is literally a real crow that they taught to say
What?
the lines. Yeah.
Actually,
how long was the line?
A lot. There are a lot
Yeah.
of like shows where crows actually like voice act
Yeah.
for small characters.
Are you kidding?
Yeah,
No.
I mean it's not like super common, but like it is a thing they
Yeah.
do.
You know that like one monkey that's like literally every movie that has a monkey, there's always that one monkey
Yeah.
that's in it that's because he's like
Night of Museum.
yeah, that like it's literally the same monkey because that monkey knows.
I don't watch
You don't-
monkey movies.
Okay, well,
No, that's not a monkey movie. He's just like
he's
there.
just yeah. When-
Genres.
Monkey. Whenever there is a movie with a monkey in it, it's always played by this monkey because
He
he's
died.
I don't know, but they like taught him how to act or whatever. It's like that, but just all crows can do it.
Oh, I thought you were okay. I was so confused. Okay, I thought you were saying there was a crow that was like voice acting for like a monkey cartoon character.
No, I'm saying
I was like, what are you talking about?
in in movies that
Was
are
he a
actually with
chimpanzee?
humans.
No, he's like
like
a capuchin.
Yeah,
Or a gibbon or something.
Oh,
I've
he's small.
seen him.
He's like this tall.
And he wears a little.
like a yard.
He was in a lot. He was in this like Arabian Buddies or whatever that one
Yes.
bunny was. Adventure
Arabian
Buddies.
Space buddies.
Arabian buddy.
Treasure buddies.
Treasure Buddies.
Not Arabian, please.
Arabian monkey.
No,
Arabian
the Buddies
Buddies.
movies are literally the best. They're
Oh, the
so
dog
good.
ones?
Yes.
Ew.
Space Buddies.
Oh,
Air-
that freaked me out. 'cause
Air
he had
Buddies.
Who's
green
the best
pig.
buddy?
Have you seen the Halloween
Butterball,
one?
obviously.
No.
No, B-Dog. B-Dog is fine.
B-Dog.
Yeah.
What is that?
He's
He's
one of the
cool
dogs.
So
one.
they all have B names?
No.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
No?
They all
Wait,
start
really?
with, all the names start with a B.
Butterball.
Ew.
B-Dog.
Buddha.
Wonderball.
Buddha. Oh, you're right. Buddha was so cool.
Buttercup.
Yeah, he like walked
No,
around.
Buddha.
Buttercup isn't one of them.
Let me find.
Well, what's that one girl one called?
And why is there only one girl?
No, there's not. There's two, I think.
No, there's
No,
only one.
no, there's one.
Yeah, there's
only
one.
Hold on, let me
well,
see.
well,
Bing Bong.
No.
That's not
There was also Super Buddies. That one was interesting.
the
They
buddies.
found like the
What's the
like the
Halloween
Power
one?
Ranger
Yeah, they found it-
Power Range.
yeah, it was
And-
like
Not Halloween,
you know how
buddy?
sometimes when you get like cereal, it comes with like a plastic toy in it.
Yeah.
It was like that same dealio, but with like dog food.
Dealio.
Alright, so
That
there's
was
dog
there's
food.
B-Dog,
And they were like
Butterball,
magic. He gave the
Mudbug,
dog
Mudbug.
superpowers.
Like you give it to your
Oh,
kid.
it's Rosebud.
Why does
Rose-
it smell like beef?
Buddha.
yeah, it was like a
Cute.
dog collar for your
Yeah,
dog.
it's like,
But it's just a plastic ring.
Yeah,
There.
and but then like there was like
There were five.
real
There were
like
five.
superpower ones or something.
Two,
I
We
don't
should
know.
start a fan page.
We should for just the dying. It's very dead.
Mudbud. That one was disgusting.
Mudbud.
They all had-
He was the cool
they
one.
all
no,
had
but
a
he sounded
bud
like he had like
in their
something in the
name
back
or
of
it
his
started
throat.
with
He's
a
like,
V.
oh
Yeah.
guys, let's go to the. Oh. It was maybe like going to swallow, you know?
And
Yeah,
then
ew.
and then there was like the mom and dad golden retrievers where they lived at different houses, and it was always the weirdest thing
Oh,
when
it
like
was.
when they would like see each other because it was like weird. I was always confused with like the family of dogs dynamic. It was very strange. And then the best dog was obviously the sheriff's dog, like the floppy-eared dog.
Yeah.
And he would like talk like this, you know. He'd be like, "Buddies, where are you going?" He was like the real
I
life
don't
Goofy.
like talking animal movies.
Wait, no, he didn't. He
I
had like an
didn't either,
old,
but that was all that was, like,
old
on Netflix.
Southern
Yeah,
man.
yeah, no, but it was like he talked like that, but it was like
Click.
an old person.
Oh.
He sounded like Goofy, but like old. He sounded like 40-year-old Goofy. All right.
I don't know.
Oh, my heart attack!
We were talking
My
about
hip.
literally everything except for camp.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyway,
While I was on the balcony, the entire time I was having a conversation, or the whole time I was up there, it sounded like somebody was eating popcorn right next to us. It was super weird.
It was me.
It was like it was like
You just wanted to do ASMR, didn't you?
no.
We were talking about ASMR before we recorded this, so.
Yes. Either way, it was super weird. And then every now and then I would look over at the trees and it'd be wiggling weird. And so it's like, okay, maybe there's something in the tree. And then I would see like little glints
It's
of like
Dustin.
eyes or something.
Ugh.
It was Dustin in the tree. No. It was almost like close enough that it was like almost branching over the side of the balcony. Not over on the side we were on. So I walk over to the tree. It's like 5 at this point. Or like 4:30 in the morning. And like I had just been screamed at by a deer. I didn't know it was a deer then though. So I was kind of freaked out, and so I walk over to it. And then this possum, I think it was a possum, looks over at me and his eyes like glints in the moonlight, and then a deer screams at the
At
same
4:30,
time.
There's no moon.
It
at
reminds me of
4:30.
that mouse
Yeah,
video.
there was. There definitely was.
There's a sun at 4:30.
Okay, maybe it was the sun then. I don't know. But his eyes glinted off
I actually don't know.
something. And then like there was a scream simultaneously and like a little chitter in it. It was super creepy, and I was like, nope, I'm done. So I
And then
went
he
back
ate
in,
your face.
and I went to bed. And that was the end of that story.
That's why she doesn't have a nose anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't y'all tell?
Can't you hear the
No.
absence of nose? Just mouth breathing noises.
Fun stuff.
Yes, very scary.
And now Amy's gonna start.
I don't know how to start that. Oh wait, no, I do. Okay, so we had this like worship kind of thing, and before that started, everyone has to like sit down and like pick their chair and stuff. I don't know.
Pick a nice chair.
Yeah, at one point everybody had to sit down.
Yeah, but it takes like a long time because there's so many people. So there was like these guys sitting behind us, and I was sitting with like a bunch of my guy friends because I have like more guy friends. So I was just sitting with them, and then one of my friends, she was like, "Emmy, oh my gosh, come here." I was like, "Oh, what?" She's like, "One of the guys, I heard them overspeak, and like they were like saying, if she says yes to one of my questions, I'll give you 5 Starbursts." And talking about me, and I was like, "What the heck?" And so then everyone I was sitting with heard that, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what are you talking about?" And then like all of the guys started getting like super overprotective and like staring at them.
Oh, so 2 random guys you didn't know were talking about you,
Uh-huh.
saying like, "Oh yeah, if she answers your questions, I'll give you candy."
Yeah. And then I look back, I'm like, okay, I'm expecting like, I don't know, someone at
stupid
least
question.
close to my age. But then I look back and I see like, she's like, "Oh, it's that one." I'm like, "Which one?" And she's like, "That one." I was like, "I don't see anyone." And then I was like, "Are you talking about like the 10-year-old back there?"
The 10-year-old.
And
I was expecting it was someone like 30.
Yeah.
So that is better.
and he had
That's
like,
so
he had, like,
much
the
better.
bowl cut. He was like, I was like,
What was the question?
I don't know. That's why they kept like,
You
like-
should have looked at him and been like, "What was your question?"
yeah, no, one of them, one of the guys
how
turned
about giving
around
me
and
the
just
Starburst?
stared at him and
Oh.
said, "I'm so disappointed," and turned back around. I
Whoa.
was like, "Guys, I wanted to know the question. Come on." But yeah, it was pretty funny because they got so like, "Oh my gosh, what is he talking about?"
Yeah.
My word.
And then I went to
So
the
you didn't
bathroom and
actually
they came
say,
back.
he
And
didn't
then
actually
they
say anything to you?
No,
That's sad.
because he told the guy that was going to ask me a question, told everyone else to drop it because he wasn't going to do it anymore.
Oh, and
what
that's
a
why he was so
baby.
disappointed.
Yeah. I was disappointed when I looked back.
Yeah. You're like, dang.
You're like, ah, bummer.
Yeah. I feel like the guys that always are trying to like, you know, either the guys on the street that like compliment me or a guy like flirting with me or whatever. It's always like the weirdest guy,
Never your
you
age.
know. They're
It's
either
never
older
some,
than
like-
me or younger than me
Yeah.
or my age and look like
Whoa,
crackhead.
you're about to be judgmental.
they're
Judgmental
just
gray
kind
woman.
of
That was
scary. Or
Literally
something.
every guy at camp. Anyone
for
that
me,
was
though.
like simping was like 10.
Sure.
I don't simp. Haha.
Cap.
I'm just chivalrous.
I don't know why I found that phrase so funny. I'm not simping, I'm just chivalrous.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is all.
And that is all.
And that is all. There was many simps at camp.
There were.
There was a lot.
They all look the same.
Chimpanzee.
Yeah, chimpanzee.
I said it first. I was just pointing that.
You heard it here.
One time I made my friends super uncomfortable on accident. I had like,
Every time I see my friends.
I mean, no, okay, sometimes I try to make them uncomfortable on purpose because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like, "Hello, how are you?" And then be like, But I was like, well, one of the rules of camp is you have to go, whenever you're going to go off from the group or whatever to go to the bathroom or who knows what, you have to take, it has to be a group of 3 people. So that you're never alone and could get, I don't know, stabbed or whatever. And it's not just, I don't know.
Toothbrush. I'm gonna stab you with it.
Sharpen my
Brush
toothbrush.
shank.
Wasn't that at camp too?
Toothbrush.
Never mind.
Stabbings.
Keep going.
What?
What do I
Sorry, campers. We are
They weren't in a group
regrettable
of 3.
to inform you that you all have to be sent home because multiple children were stabbed with toothbrushes this morning. Goodbye. That never happened. by
No,
the
it
way.
never happened. So I had to go to the bathroom, or one of my friends had to go to the bathroom, but there were 3 of us girls, but only 2 of us had to go to the bathroom. So like I went into the actual restroom, and one of my friends stayed outside and sat on at a picnic table or whatever.
That's what we do.
And so I come back out once we've, whatever, and there she's sitting, and across from her is this guy who's like, talking to her. 'Cause that's
Is
what
he
people
like
do,
10?
right? No, he looked
He's
our
11,
age,
kind
if
of.
not older.
Was he from our?
No, I've never seen this guy before.
So
And
you
it's
beat
just
him
the
up,
2.
right?
It's just the 2 of them, and I don't see his friends anywhere in sight. And I'm like, okay. So I walk out and I try to say something funny. And like, hey, I like turn to her and I'm like, oh, is this guy bothering you? Ha ha ha. Expecting them to like laugh or whatever. She kind of chuckles, but the guy is like, oh. And I'm like, I was joking. He's like,
is
oh.
he?
oh, okay, yeah. And I'm like, oh, wow, I just made it super weird.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, wow, you just made it super weird. And I'm like, yeah, my bad. It was a joke. He's like, yeah, oh, okay, well, I gotta go then. And he walks away, and I'm like, oh, wow, she's like, wow, geez, you made that really awful. And I was like, I didn't, he was supposed to laugh. Okay, it's not my fault.
It's not my fault he doesn't have humor.
I know, or he couldn't take a joke, he couldn't giggle or something. I don't know.
That's why I always carry around a recorder with a laugh track on it. So in an awkward situation where no one laughs, I just pull it out and play the laugh track and throw it in the room and run away.
Yeah, like a gas bomb.
Okay, something scary to think about is that pretty much all laugh tracks are from the 80s. So
No, literally the 60s.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they laugh at
like,
people who
literally-
are dead.
Yeah, whenever you hear one, because
You
they're
are
all just
hearing dead
reused.
people
They're all
laugh.
just reused, because
Yeah.
why record new ones? You know?
Yeah.
They're just as good. So, like, whenever you hear a laugh track, most likely you're listening to dead people laughing.
No, you record new ones because those ones get overused.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean,
You hear him loop.
All
if you
laughs
look for
sound.
it.
Yeah, unlike, yeah.
No,
unlike
have
this
you
stuff.
seen Disney Channel?
Oh, Disney Channel
After every
does
sentence, it's like,
Yeah.
ah!
Yeah, but there's a bunch, so.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's multiple little snippets, but they don't re-record
Right.
them for every single show.
Imagine, like,
Yeah.
walking up and being like, oh, hi, I'm here for the laugh track recording. Oh, awesome, right in this way. And there's like 20 other people and you're all in this room and they bring out a microphone and they're like, all right, guys, just laugh for 1 hour straight, okay? So we can use this in a bunch of TV shows so it doesn't sound like it's just being looped. And you just sit there for like an hour just fake laughing into the microphone.
No, what if it's like real laughing to like funny jokes, but you don't find them funny, so you're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure what they did is sometimes the shows would be live and then they would just record the laughter to that.
No, a lot of Disney sitcoms actually had live
Yeah.
audiences.
Yeah.
What's the one that Saturday Night Live actually has live ones, so they don't really need to use laugh track.
But they still use
Yeah,
a
but they
little,
still
like, laugh
but they still
cue.
use one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like a laugh cue, it comes up like, that was funny, you're supposed to laugh.
Oh.
I've seen, they
Like,
have
that
like a
was the
little
joke.
board that'll
Laugh
say
now.
like the sound you're supposed to make, like, aw, or
Yeah.
laugh, or like, boo.
They're signing up for Saturday like to go sit there and they're like, all right, why are the tickets so cheap? Well, because you have to follow every instruction that comes up on the board.
I bet the chicken. I bet the tickets are not cheap.
No, they probably aren't. 'Cause
Okay.
they always have like famous people in there.
Shall we break?
Yeah, we should break and we'll be back with more stories from camp this time.
Yeah.
Ayo!
Okay. So
Confetti popper.
one night, I think it was the last night, me and one of my friends, we were getting food because it was our last chance to, and we had to be back at the cabin at like 11:15. But our cabin was like attached, kind of. It was like super close to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
It was like
Like
next door.
5 steps away.
So,
Or
like, most of
20.
the people that we were supposed to be with, it was just us two, because they all left us. They're like, you can't be late, it's curfew. I was like, I'm not leaving, I'm getting my food, I don't care.
And there's like a line and stuff, so if you just
It was, like,
leave, that's super annoying.
long. Yeah. So, we finally get our food, and it was like 11:13, and then we were like, okay, now we have to take a picture on this couch, because, you know, it's a
'Cause
couch.
it's the last
it's
time.
a tradition, you know?
Yeah.
So we get our food. She got us like a smoothie, and then I got like the what are they called with the 2 cookies and ice cream in the middle?
An ice cream sandwich.
No, but they're not. It's like
Yes, it is.
they were called
Ice
something
cream-
different.
Oh, the Big Bopper.
Yeah, Big Bob.
Big bopper. Yes, I like to order a large bopper.
So we get our food, take a picture, and we're like walking back. We're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we just got our food, and we're still like on time.
Yeah.
And then
There's only 2 of you though.
yeah,
But it's not that big of a deal, especially because we were right next to the coffee shop.
they left us.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know, forget
Counselors are
them.
listening to this and you guys are going to get in trouble.
Nah.
They don't care enough. And how are we gonna get in trouble? This camp's over.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Send you home?
Exactly.
We're sending you back to camp.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're walking back to the cabin, and we see one of our friends, and he's just, like, standing there alone in the dark, like, unpacking his bag, but, like, repacking it. I don't know what he was
Maybe he had
doing.
to get something out of it, like, away from the bottom or something.
Yeah, but then he was, like, alone, and we're like, yo, what are you doing? Where's your other two? And we're about to be like, ooh, rebel. But then he's like, oh, they left me. And we're like, oh.
Oh, same.
And they're like, yeah, they all left me. And, like, his cabin was, like, all the way across camp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ours was literally
far. There was, like, a bridge you had to go over. It was, like...
Yeah.
no
It
lights.
was
No
really
lights.
far.
It was dark.
Yeah.
Like, super dark.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, well, how are you going to get back if you're, like, you don't have 2 other people? So then we were like, well, why don't we just take him back? And then one of our counselors came out, and then she was like, okay, Emmy, you go up and tell them that we're going to, like, be gone and take him to his cabin. So I, like, ran, and I don't think I needed to run that fast, but I did. And then I got back.
so you ran to tell your leaders that
Yeah.
you were going to be gone with him
Yeah.
to drop him off.
Dropping off at daycare.
Have a good day. Go out. See you tomorrow.
Don't get forgotten
No,
again.
wait. If you take him there, then there's like 2 of you get to come back.
Yeah, but
Yes.
that's why our leader came. So it was 4
Oh.
of us there.
Oh,
Yeah.
4.
Four to take him
Yeah.
back, and so,
So
then
him,
you drop him off. And
Me,
back.
my friend, and leader. And so we're walking, and we get there, and well, no, this was before we get there. He's like, oh, I was gonna get some food. As me and my friend are like eating and drinking our food, and she's like, oh, do you want a drink of mine? And he's like, no. And yeah, it's fine. I'm not that hungry. And I was like, no, mine's super good. You want a bite? And then he's like, takes both of them and doesn't give them back. He
Wait,
just, like,
seriously?
Yes. I was like, yo, I didn't know you were that hungry. I just
Wait,
wanted you to try
He
it.
just ate all of it?
Yes. No, but like mine was like, it was like a cookie. So then he was like started eating, and then he was like, I was like watching him eat the last bite. I was like, oh,
Oh my
that was like
god.
$5 just for that cookie. And then he's like, eats it and like hands me the wrapper back.
Oh my
And I'm
goodness.
like, oh. And then my friend's like, and he's like drinking like, say it's like a whole cup. He's drinking like almost all of it except for like 3 drinks left. And then we like get to his cabin. He's like, are you sure you don't want your drink back? And she's like, no, it's fine. You can keep it.
Yeah.
You get 3 sips left. Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, it's like
And-
all warm by now.
Oh, bad
Yeah,
wash.
and so we were walking back and we're like, we really wanted that food.
We waited in line for so long. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't even get the
Hey,
food.
it was really good. Thanks, guys. By the way, it wasn't me.
So yeah, thanks for the food, ladies. Oh, but apparently the guys got like lectured about leaving him.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't make that mistake again, hopefully.
Yeah, pay for my food.
It's
Yeah.
kind of sad,
It
though.
upsets me when people don't give me food.
Or
You
when
what?
they take away your food. That's
Yeah.
even worse.
Or like when I hear like, when I'm like, what's for lunch? I'm like, I don't know. No. What's for lunch?
That's
Yeah.
not the right answer.
Hold up.
Let's try again.
Me looking through the options that like are
It's like
acceptable
ketchup and
answers,
mustard.
I don't know is not among them. Okay,
Not allowed.
pizza, fried chicken, and hamburgers are the best.
Pizza, fried chicken. Oh, you mean
Pizza, fried chicken.
comma, fried chicken.
Yeah.
No. I mean pizza, fried chicken, hamburgers. Deep
That
fried with
sounds
ice
so
cream on
good.
top.
No, whenever your parents say you
No.
have food at home and you open the fridge and it's just condiments.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
my
if I
gosh,
mix
oh my
the
gosh.
mayonnaise with the mustard and
I'm
eat
gonna
it with
make-
ketchup. It was so good.
Maybe if I freeze it'll be crunchy.
I'm gonna make a
On a
barbecue,
pickle.
a barbecue sauce and mayo tortilla. Because we always have tortillas.
Yo, we got some soggy lettuce here. Let's go.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can eat it with the ketchup and
You
mustard.
just always make like a wrap. You just call it a wrap when it's literally just soggy lettuce and condiments with some old ham on it.
And
Ugh.
canned
But it's
garbanzo
wet
beans.
hams.
Bonzo beans.
Garbanzo beans.
You just
I
had
actually
kidney
like-
beans.
What?
I don't
Kidney
like
beans?
that they're called kidney beans.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like,
they're
wait, why
shaped
does
like
that
a kidney.
actually look
They're
like a kidney?
really big. and shaped
Most
like-
beans are shaped like kidneys.
But they're also like a
the
a
same
dark
color
red
and like
color.
almost the same size.
Purple.
They're-
Oh.
No,
You just
they're
bite
like a
them.
maroon,
Yeah.
but like a little bit more red. And then it's like, wow, it kind of does look like a kidney.
Yeah.
I don't like
Delicious.
the skin on them.
What
Don't
if
you-
we just made like apple-sized beans?
Apple-sized beans.
Boots
With
with
the
the fur. I was thinking the same thing.
Apple bottom jeans. Apple-sized beans.
Apple-sized beans. Boots with the fur.
With the fur.
Oh, who else doesn't know what they're talking about?
It's okay. I absolutely hate that song in the deepest depths of my soul. Anyway,
All right,
Saying that while smiling.
we've got one more story.
it's a legend at this
It's a
point.
legend. So at our camp, there is a tradition at the end of the week that we're there. We always throw a giant dance party.
Well, not we. The camp
No,
does.
I'm
And
saying we as in the
attend it.
camp.
Well, you're not the camp. You're the camper.
I am the camp. No, but we're part of it. So we help throw the dance party. Without the dance party people, there wouldn't be no dance
You
party.
just attend it.
There would
It
just,
would just be an
dance.
empty dance party.
But no, dancing. Exactly. It would just be a party with no dancing, which is not a party, if you ask me. So, it's a tradition that we always do.
Tradition.
Tradition.
Turd edition.
As far as I know, they've just always done it at camp. But last year, so not this past time, but the year before that, me and Gray's older brother Jonathan, who's my cousin,
Johnny boy.
we decided to go as walruses. So we got walrus suits, and for the dance party. just
He already
walked in.
had one. I've already talked about this. I think I've worn it to class a couple
Oh
times.
yeah, me too.
Just because why not, right? And then Dustin got a matching one.
I was like, so I was like, hey, what we should do is, if you're on board with this, I'll buy myself a walrus suit. We go to camp during the dance party. We don the armor.
Yeah,
the-
they rushed to the bathroom.
Well, yeah, we literally it was crazy because we got all our stuff. We put it all in a duffel bag, and ran to the bathroom. Changed
Mid dance party.
mid dance party, and walked onto the dance party. And
From
started,
separate sides,
Yeah,
and
from
they
separate
joined in the
sides.
middle and
we
twirled
we
each
ran
other
to
about.
each other and linked arms and spun.
Span.
We spanned really fast.
We spawned.
And then we got in the mosh pit and danced.
I went to the
And everybody's like, whoa, the
Yeah,
walrus
and,
they
our
were treated
face
like
was covered.
celebrities.
It was awesome.
Some girl came up behind me and pulled my hood off, and I put it back on and beat her up.
Yeah, you
No.
Turn
No.
elbow her.
Yeah. And
Violence
then
is not the answer.
we got invited on
Sometimes
stage
violence is a
and we
question.
danced on stage
Yes.
in front of the entire camp, and it was sick.
Yes, they were like, come up on stage.
Yeah, they pulled us on stage. I didn't want to.
I thought they didn't let you.
No,
last
year.
time.
Oh.
But
Didn't
then
you go on stage?
what?
You did go on stage.
I did.
Yeah.
But not this year.
Okay. Yeah.
So and
That was
they also gave us a microphone, and they were like, "Okay, what do you want to say?" And I don't remember what I said, but Jonathan just goes,
Oh my gosh. Like I said, they were treated like celebrities. People were like paparazzi, and then when they...
We literally had bodyguards, high school guys from our cabin were bodyguarding us,
Because all the guys were like,
surrounding us.
my gosh, let me see under your hood. Oh my gosh, let me take a picture
No
with
one
you.
was
Oh my
saying
gosh.
No, I heard it.
No, nah.
Yeah, I watched it. Oh, don't be
I was
humble.
their manager, which
He
meant
was their manager.
I walked around and wished I also had a suit.
Oh, darn, I wish I had one of those.
Shows up in a walrus.
I might get in on it.
You should.
So then the
every
next
year
year-
we add a new walrus. Last year it was another Jonathan from our church, and
This past time.
this past time.
He bought a
Yeah.
matching onesie.
So
Oh
we
my
all
gosh, so hot.
did the same thing. Suits in a duffel bag, go to the bathroom, change. There's always that random guy who's just in a stall listening to us. Be
That
crazy.
was,
Can I say his name?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was
Bob.
no. Yeah, Sawyer.
Well, there was
Yeah.
also a random guy.
Yeah,
There
you
was.
told me.
When we were changing out, there was a random guy. He was like, "You guys are crazy."
Oh,
As
wait,
we're
wait,
literally
let me clarify
dripping
that
sweat.
I heard that from Sawyer. Okay.
You
Yeah.
were in the bathroom.
No, I was
You were
in the
in the stall,
bathroom.
just hiding in there. But this year we did not get invited on stage.
It was so sad. I was so ready. Everybody was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I heard a couple people like, "Oh, they were here last year."
Yes, they were like, those were the guys from
Yes.
last year. Yeah, so there's 3 of us, and we did
Just on three.
dancing and stuff like that. But so we have this other friend who is a drummer, and he brought his drumsticks, and before the dance party, he said, "Guys, I'm gonna go on stage and I'm gonna play the drums, and then I'm gonna run away." And we were like, "Nah, dude, you're joking. You can't do that. You can't do that." And he was like, "No, I'm gonna get up on stage. I'm going to do a drum solo and run away." And he's like, "Are you guys with me?" And we're like, "What do you mean? Are we with you?" And he's like, "You guys have nothing. You're in walrus suits. Like your identities are hidden."
Nothing to lose.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, people like still know who we are in the church, though, you know. But we were like, all right, if we get on stage, we will.
Invite you up to do drum solo.
No, we will distract the people on stage,
smuggle them up there,
and you can, and we won't interfere. And he was like, all right, cool. So what we did to hide his identity is he took a sleeping bag, a pillowcase, and put it over his head, and we literally, okay, this is what doesn't make sense to me. He put the pillowcase on his head a quarter mile from the actual dance party, and we had to walk him all the way there because he couldn't see because the pillowcase was on his head. And we were like, just take it off, like we're not even there. And he's like,
how's he gonna play drums with a pillowcase on?
I don't know. But he was adamant. He wanted to keep the pillowcase on his head. So during the entire dance party, he had the pillowcase on his head, just bumping into random people, and like people were like pushing him around, and we were like making sure he wasn't like.
I never
over
saw
anything.
that.
He had a red pillowcase on his head.
I only saw it, I didn't know why.
And was like dancing with us. It was so weird. And
how did I not know this?
I didn't see it either.
because he was like right next to the stage the entire time, like right next to the stairs, so he could like get up.
I'm pretty sure he ran into me once. I was like, what?
Yeah, he might have.
Who is that? Who is
But
that guy?
we never got invited on stage.
It was so sad.
It was.
I
Just
so ready.
thrown him up there.
You should have
even
punched him in the knees.
Whoa.
The people on stage.
Just
Not your
crippled all of them. Like, we're taking over the dance party.
One
But
guy
our
crouched.
leader was like, you guys should have just gone on stage. Because our leaders were super chill. They were like, he should have just gone up there. Our leaders?
Your leaders are like the camp, like
The camp leaders, but for us.
Okay.
Like
Our
specific-
counselors.
Yes,
Yeah,
our counselors.
I was like,
Very cool.
Not our sponsor.
I mean, I feel like at this point, if they said y'all could have gone up there.
Yeah, but that was after.
yeah, but they kept saying things like, "Oh yeah, you can do that," but you didn't hear from me, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you could do that, but like, I wasn't involved.
Yeah.
But afterwards, when we didn't get on stage after the dance party stuff, he was like bummed out, and we were like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "Guys, I really thought I was gonna play the drums. I thought you guys were gonna cover for me," and we were like, "Bro, I'm sorry." We were like, he was like so sure that he was gonna do it. He was
so sad.
He was like also like so excited to play the drums, and he didn't get to, and we felt really bad.
Next year.
Literally, and I promised him next year, we all three of us, the Walrus people, will do everything in our power to get him on stage.
If that includes storming the stage.
If that means literally carrying him on stage and storming the stage and pushing everyone off,
breaking their knees.
and
Just throwing them into the crowd, and they're like, "You know what to do." And they just like
Pull out
trample.
their pitchforks.
he brought drumsticks and everything. Like he had a plan for this.
He had a plan.
Yeah.
A man with a
So-
plan.
We'll
But
get
it
back to you guys
didn't
next year.
happen.
No, it did not. So sad.
Very sad. But yeah,
Anyway,
that
But
wraps
that is
up
all.
episode 3 of
the camp anthology.
the camp anthology. We probably won't make another dedicated like camp episode, but there's definitely going to be camp stories in future just profitability episodes.
What about next year?
Well, obviously next year.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying,
yeah,
like,
this is the end of the saga
for now. We will see you guys later.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ah.